Hey, hope you're having a great day so far. Today is March 29th, Monday, and on this post, I'll be telling you about the overall crypto markets, which includes Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin price action before diving into Zcash, ZEC, USD, and see what is going on in here. I'll be telling you about the bullish and bearish case scenarios for today, as well as the short-term price prediction on this market, according to what I'm seeing on the charts. Before I begin today, if you guys are enjoying this content, make sure to subscribe to this channel and like this video, as I'll be keeping you updated on the latest crypto setups on my watch list, regardless if it's a good day or a bad day. If you want to support me and don't already have a Webull brokerage account, you guys can use my referral link down below. They're still giving away 2 free stocks as of today upon a successful sign up and a qualifying deposit of $100. And I will also receive a referral bonus if you guys sign up under me. Please also read my full disclaimer below. I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. I'm purely sharing my own speculations and opinions on this market. I cannot tell you the future, and you should always do your own due diligence before trading or investing in this market, as it's extremely risky and volatile. If you have any questions or comments, please do only leave them in the comment section below, but I'll try my best to get to as many of them as possible. Now, see what exactly is going on in this market first. Most importantly, I do take a look into Bitcoin dominance. Tells me what the money could be trending into. Would it be Bitcoin, altcoins, or neither? Today, we do have Bitcoin dominance down about 0.4%. This breaks down to Bitcoin price action up over 3%. Total altcoin market cap up over 4%. Now, this is the upside of Bitcoin dominance trending downwards. I will usually see total altcoin market cap leading in gains ahead of Bitcoin. I would usually emphasize Bitcoin dominance to trend downwards. That's generally speaking better for the altcoins on both the upside and downside. Because conversely speaking, if Bitcoin dominance was trending upwards, I would usually see Bitcoin leading in gains ahead of total altcoin market cap. On the 3-day time frame here has been my focus because I have pointed out a lower low here, comparing this low with this low, and previously it looked like there was bullish divergence here. Right now, it looks like it is continuing downwards. The support here would still be the monthly 50 MA, even though we are below that right now, but I'm still waiting for a close within in about 2 days, actually. Now, as I have pointed out yesterday, since yesterday's close on the weekly time frame, there looks like it still could be bullish divergence here. Okay, so this is something to be keeping an eye out on. Now, if price action on Bitcoin dominance here continues downwards, more ideal for the altcoins. However, if bullish divergence does play out and they break this resistance at about the 3-day 21 MA here, the blue line, that is not as ideal for the altcoins. Let's go over to Bitcoin. On the daily time frame here has been my focus because I did say the daily 21 MA was the key resistance here. It looks like we are trying to get back above that right now. Now, I think there's 2 ways to see this pattern here. It could be a falling wedge pattern, which is validated with this one outlier candle here. In that case, if this is a full breakout of this falling wedge pattern, the measured target here is about 65K as far as I can read it here. I do want to point out some resistance here as well, though. So from past trading history, quite a bit of wicks here about the 62K level or even the 60K level. So this could also turn into an inverse head and shoulders pattern as well if the measured target is not reached here. That could be a possibility. Okay. Now, I also want to mention this measured target, if it's a full breakout, it's a approximate theoretical target only, may actually be different in real life price action, more or less. Key support here. If we actually do get it close above this daily 21 MA, we're flipping this resistance into support. However, if we don't get it close here, then it'll still be the daily 50 MA, which is the white line. Let's go over to the higher time frames here, where I do want to point out there is still possible bearish divergence playing out on the weekly time frame. Okay, as we did see 2 consecutive higher highs here. However, 2 consecutive lower highs on the RSI. That's classic bearish divergence. Monthly time frame, we have been having bearish divergence for quite some time, but this is on the monthly time frame. Okay, not something I'll lose track of, because let me also point out the last 2 times where we did have very overbought RSI readings. Do take a look into that and see what happens. Okay, so not something I'll lose track of, even though it still has yet to yield a red candle. And if Bitcoin pulls back any time, it could still have an effect on the altcoins. The multiplier of that bearish effect on the altcoins will usually depend on how far up or down Bitcoin dominance is trending. Let's go over to Zcash, see what exactly has gone on in here. I'm going to take a look from the monthly time frame down to the daily and see if we have any overbought RSI readings or possible bearish divergence scenarios. Monthly time frame here, we are currently about 58, so we are not in overbought territory. Weekly time frame here, we're about 64 after retreating from about 76 here. So if the price action was to make a higher high here on this weekly time frame, it does need to beat the last RSI reading of, let's just say safely, about 77 to negate bearish divergence on the weekly time frame. 3-day time frame here, we're currently at about 59. Does need to beat the last RSI reading here, 79 about, to negate bearish divergence if it was to make a higher high. Daily, very similar scenario as what I said on the 3-day time frames and the weekly time frame. Let's go over to the 3-day time frame here, where I can more point out a symmetrical triangle pattern here. Now, symmetrical triangle patterns, according to Thomas Bukowski and his website, thepatternSite.com, it is a 60% chance of it breaking to the upside. If it breaks to the upside by the absolute apex here, I do have a measured target, about 200, slightly below $235, okay? Now, measured targets, again, are theoretical approximate targets only, may actually be different in real-life price action, more or less. Let me point out some key resistances and supports relevant to this price action right now. Let me also see if I can adjust this bottom, this trend line here. I think this is fine. Take into consideration that this is an outlier wick here, and I can still get 3 candles connecting. So let me get a readjustment here. It'll still be about $235, slightly above now. Okay. Now let me point out some key supports and resistances relevant to this price action right now. Immediately, key resistance will be coming from this group of wicks right here, indicating past resistance at about $160 range to about $165 range. Okay. Next group of wicks right here, I'll be looking at about 170 to even this fib level area, about $200. Okay, so this group of wicks, and then this next group of wicks, which has a longer range here. Next, I'll be looking at previous resistance from even quite a bit of time ago, about $235, excuse me, from this group of wicks right here as well. So I could expect resistance there as well, most notably. Key support will be the 3-day 21 MA, which is within the pattern. Okay, if that does not hold, it looks like I'll be looking at about the $110 level, which was previous resistance from a cup and handle pattern here. Okay, so 110 if the 3-day 21 MA does not hold. I do think the weekly 21 MA is actually coming up to surpass 110, depending on the timing. Let's take a look into the bullish and bearish case scenarios here. Bullish case scenario, price action breaks above this pattern and go towards its measured targets, minding the resistance levels I have just pointed out, as those could be points of rejection. Bearish case scenario, price action breaks down from this symmetrical triangle pattern. It looks like the first level from the snapshot I'll be looking at would be about the $110 level, which was the previous resistance for this cup and handle pattern. And then the weekly 21 MA looks like to be the next key support here, and seeing if that holds. Now, these are my bullish and bearish case scenarios for today. Let me know if you found it helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Let me know your agreements, disagreements, feedback. I'd love to hear them. Hope you match your risk carefully, and if you would like to see any more of my most recently uploaded videos on YouTube, you guys can check out my links up here on YouTube. See you next time.